With that said, let me introduce my very first guest this hour. He goes by the name Bonface Makhulo. Did I say it right?
Yes, Makhulo.
Yes, Makhulo. And he's the CEO of Jipende Africa. Interesting. Now, the world of natural and organic skincare can be quite confusing. Nowadays, we're seeing tons of brands labeling their products non toxic, green, clean, all of those things, organic. But in reality, sometimes those terms don't even mean anything because the industry as a whole, actually, I'm not even sure, is entirely regulated. So, Jipende Africa is a Kenyan online shop which caters for purely 100% natural products, and they want to change the perception of the use of natural and organic skincare. Karibu sana to the show.
Thank
It's
you.
good to
Thank
have
you.
you here as we talk about innovation and entrepreneurship. I like the name you chose, Jipende Africa. What was behind that?
The name is self-explanatory, actually. Very interesting name. I wanted to come up with a name that will relate with everyone across the Africa. Because, of course, we have different choices of adapting names that will go with Western and all that. But I wanted
Yeah.
a name that will feel we are branded as a home. It's not just like a product, but a home where you feel like this I can relate with across the Africa.
Okay.
Second, I think we have that kind of notion whereby we African, we don't love ourselves. Honest, we don't love ourselves, because the reason behind coming up with the whole concept and giving it to Japan Africa is because I've been traveling around the world, especially in Africa continent, and I realized that we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of resources that we can explore, and we don't use them. We actually export them. And when you export your resources, you export everything that you have. That means that you don't love yourself. So I said, we need to change this perception and say, can we come with a name that can relate with the whole thing, the main agenda for our company? So
Yeah.
Japan Africa, we need to love ourselves.
Okay.
It starts from there.
I have to say, it's almost very rare to find a guy being the one dealing with this sort of natural skincare type of jazz. I'm sure you get that comment quite a few times, do you?
I did.
How did you find yourself in this space?
As entrepreneur, I'll start myself by saying, as entrepreneur, you always identify problems and you come up with the solutions. That's the key for us to gap and to find a solution that will work out for your market. As much as you want to make profit out of the business, you identify the problem, you fix the problem.
Right.
So,
And so that means for a true entrepreneur, it's not about what the product is.
Yes.
For you, it's about the solution and whether the
Exactly.
solution is viable.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we realize that, as I said, that we export a lot of resources from Africa, and that being mostly natural resources. We talk about oil, we talk about gold, we talk about the mining, we talk about, even the raw material, even the food. Yeah. So we export them, and then they go processed, they come back to Africa, and when they come back, actually, it's not what we exported.
And
Yeah.
the price is a lot higher.
And the price is a lot. And then we have also that perception where we Africans, again, you say we need to love ourselves, whereby we always find product made in Africa probably is not the best of quality for us. So we end up appreciating products that are imported that are not made in Africa. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of products, tell me a bit about what your company actually does. What does Jipende Africa do? Do you guys manufacture yourselves, or is it just an online selling e-commerce site?
Jipende offers, I think I'll say 360 when it comes to product manufacturing to reaching out to the customers. Jipende, we work with farmers who deals with the production and farming of the raw material, whereby we visit them and we see what they produce. If it's of the good quality, how can we get market for them? Jipende, we work with the manufacturers of what is harvested, how they process their product. And mostly these people, they end up not producing a product, but packaged product, but the raw material and being exported outside.
Right.
So we had a discussion with several people where we said that don't we have a solution that we can repackage this product, produce it, add value to what we are producing, the raw material, and sell it locally? Don't you mean that Africa, we can't consume our own product? So in the process, we realized that we have some few people who are struggling in the industry. This is in Uganda. Let's talk about East Africa before we go to Africa.
Yeah.
Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya. They manufacture from home, handmade and all that. Very nice quality product, but they don't get market.
Okay, so tell me about your product range here, and I see you've brought us some samples. So what
Yes.
sort of products are we now talking about? Are these like, I'm seeing some body butters, some natural oils maybe. Walk me through what we have here.
Basically, Jipende covers, as for now, where we started, we are new in the market actually. We started with the targeting with the skin product, skincare product and hair care product. Later, we'll introduce wellness product as we do our research and get the right manufacturers.
Okay.
So today, I came up with the different product. This is Mosara, is actually manufactured in Kenya. This is sulfate-free shampoo, which is actually made for African hair.
Yeah.
With our raw ingredient material, just purely coconut oil as the rich. We have olive oil. It's 100. The preservative also is driven from the raw, from the natural materials.
Okay.
We
All
have.
right, so you have a shampoo.
We have the shampoo here.
And that's coconut oil from right here in Kenya.
Yes, this
Nice.
is from Mombasa. Just changing the packaging, getting the right package. This is treatment that has coconut oil, castor oil, avocado oil, and shea butter.
Okay.
We know coconut oil has to be one of the miracle oil in the whole world. Shea butter being one of the miracle also in the whole world. And then we have castor oil, which boosts the hair to grow.
Right.
Avocado is the best moisturizer you can get all over the world.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have them Africa being dumped here to Mutindwa,
Me
where in the market.
nazikula, my friend.
Zinaoza. No one is using them.
Yeah.
So here we have is 100% natural.
So let me see, because I'm seeing Mosara. Is that now a brand under Jipende?
Yes, Mosara is the manufacturer.
Okay.
And as I said, we create market for them.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Again, this is Mosara collection. This is just rich conditioner.
okay,
We have, here is now in Uganda.
okay.
This is from a company called Risaman Butter.
Uh-huh.
Purely shea butter, but fused
Man
with
butter.
yes, fused
So
with
the-
essential oil.
And the packaging is so nice.
Exactly.
Can I show this? Like for men, it has a bow tie. That's so cute.
And the soap goes with the soap.
Oh, look at that. Hey,
You can look at the
wanaume,
ingredients.
hii story ya kujipaka mafuta kutoka elbow hadi mkono mwache. Chukua
Yes.
hizi. Oof. There we go. So that's some Ugandan products for men. So you're
Yes,
saying,
for men.
and that's a good point to make too, because maybe men don't really take care as much of their health and I mean their skin and their hair, right? And you're trying to say that even men, there's a way that you can take care of yourselves using natural organic
Natural
products, and it
product.
doesn't make you weird for doing it. It just means you're more enlightened
Exactly.
and more self-aware.
Exactly. And the
Okay.
ingredient, most of the product like this one for men, most of the ingredients that use essential oil are to relieve the pain of muscle pain,
Okay.
to give you more moisture in your skin. Because most of the men, we don't need to put out a lot of stuff. So when
Yeah.
I shower with that, I use the butter, I'm good to go.
Yeah. And vile wanaume siku hizi are all about their beards. This is something you can apply on your beard
On
as
your
well.
beard. It has cedarwood and sandalwood.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
masculine.
Nice. Yeah, it's very masculine. Okay, what else do we have there? So that's from Uganda. So
This is from
we've seen
Uganda.
Kenya. This is Uganda.
Yes. We have this also from Uganda. And let me tell you, this is very interesting product. It's called Shea from Guru Nanak, Uganda.
Yeah.
This is the first ever certified organic shea butter in the whole world.
Really?
Yes.
And shea butter, I'm a naturalista, so shea butter is life for natural hair. It's nicely sealed too.
It's
Okay.
actually certified by EcoCert, USD, organic, fair trade, and everything.
Okay.
This product is not sold in Africa mostly. It's for export.
Wow.
So if you want to get it from Japan, Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
then-
Jipende, you've really positioned yourself as an e-commerce site, right? And you're
Exactly.
trying to link, but as you said, you're also going to farmers and looking at the products that they're, I mean, the produce, the things that they're producing for them to be manufactured.
Yes.
So when you do that for the farmers, does that mean you're also going to Ugandan farmers and looking at how they do it? Why are you involving yourself with that process instead of just doing the e-commerce?
I like the question. Again, Japan Africa. We want to offer the best and trusted brand. We say Japan Africa, we offer tested, proven, and certified product.
Okay.
So the reason we go to the farmer is to see the process they use. Are they applying chemicals in this product? Are they
I
do the
see.
fertilizers and the processing?
Yeah.
When we go to the factory, actually Japan has no distributor. We get product from manufacturers direct
Okay.
to our shop. So we don't have middlemen. This, we are able to control the quality of the product. As
Okay.
it comes direct from the manufacturers, direct to us. We have no link probably of playing around with the product and fusing.
Right.
You have a lot of, you talked about product which in the market promising they'll deliver quality and organic, they are natural, everything. Just
they're
fake
not.
stories.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are fake stories. So that's the reason we have to connect with manufacturer. We go and see them. We have the certification that are certified by organics, USDA organic certificates and all that.
Interesting. So you
So we are
just want to
sure.
prove that whatever is sold on your website, you know exactly where it's come
Exactly.
from, you know how it was manufactured,
Yes.
and so you're confident about what you're selling to
And we
consumers.
are going to do that in every country in Africa that we get the product.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have some other products to show me?
This one is called, from a manufacturer called the Mahogany Chebe. Very interesting product. Actually, this is hair collection, mostly for premature graying.
Oh.
So if you're age of, let's say, 45 coming down and you start having gray hair, you can use this one. It's a combination of hibiscus, fusion of olive and other essential
And it
oils
works
career.
well?
And it works well.
Okay.
So this is just a collection that we have. We have a lot of products. Actually, Japan, we have more than 211
Okay.
different products.
Well, let me ask you this. The problem sometimes with us is when we talk about natural and organic products, sometimes the cost a lot of people feel is far too high for them. And that's why you'll find they're opting for all these cheap things that you can find, you know, on a retail shelf, not understanding, you know, that those also have a lot of chemicals in them and whatnot. So, you know, how do you guys address that? Because let's not deny it. Kenyans love a good discount.
Very
True or
true.
false?
Very true.
Kenyans love a good discount, and they will go to extreme lengths to find how they can save, even if it's 50 bob, 100 bob, 200 bob. So how do you reconcile that with trying to bring, because what you're trying to bring here is good quality, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes good quality comes at an expense. How do you encourage Kenyans that it is worth that expense?
I'll start by saying that's the reason we go direct to the manufacturers. So we cut the cost of distributor being in to make
good.
some markup. So that reduces the cost with probably 20%, because most of the distributor, they charge 20 to 30%.
Wow, okay.
So we cut off 30%.
Nice.
So we take from the manufacturer to us direct. Second, is about the quality, because you realize that some of these products, the packaging is very small, the quantity, but the quality, the result they deliver is more than compared. If, for example, if you want to achieve moisturize your skin as a man,
Yeah.
you might end up buying several
Unanunua
products for
5
6
liter
months.
mtungi nzima and your
Yeah.
skin is still dry.
But do you know that if you apply
Versus-
just coconut oil, like 250 ml, within 3 weeks, your skin will see the result from your skin.
Okay.
So instead of buying 1,000 products and trying to find around which one will
Just
work for
invest
you,
in the good ones.
we are here for you. I mean, just buy, as much as it might be slightly higher, which we said already 30% is deducted because of we buy from the manufacturer.
Right.
So we are friendly.
Okay.
Second, the reason we go online, when you sell online, you have advantage of reducing the cost, because
there's
there's
no
no
overheads and no
there's
rental fees, blah, blah, blah.
exactly. And we deliver within East Africa actually.
Okay.
So we cut the cost of rental for retail shops and all that, although we have few physical, which we need for the sake of consultations.
Gotcha.
So that automatically makes the product be affordable to everyone.
All right.
Yeah.
So before I let you go, maybe you can tell us a bit about your website again. What's the address for people to get on there? Is there sort of like a price range that you would say people can expect to spend?
Yeah, sure. Our product range from 300, those are carrier oils, to, let's say, the highest product you get from our outlets, I think 2,000.
Okay.
Unless you're buying a package.
Okay.
But if individual, it's from 300 to 2,000.
All right.
Yeah.
And where do they go to purchase your site?
If you want to get our products, simple. Just you can download our application from Google Store.
Okay.
Jipende Africa, you just download and then you purchase direct, or you can visit our website www.jipendeafrica.com. We are on Facebook, we are on IG, so you can get a lot of information. The interesting part about Jipende Africa is that also we just don't sell product direct.
Yeah.
We do free consultation, be it through on WhatsApp, on all our platform they have
Oh, good for
interaction
you. Okay.
to offer you, so that before you buy the product, you get the right information of what you want to achieve.
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, as sort of your parting shot, I mean, as an entrepreneur, you're doing something pretty innovative here, in a space that a lot of people have neglected for a long time, I would say. What sort of challenge would you have to any budding entrepreneurs? Someone looking at your story and saying, wow, okay, this guy, in many ways, your business is almost like a social impact type of business, because you're also trying to improve emotionally, psychologically, our attitudes and perceptions about Africa and our products. What would you say then to upcoming entrepreneurs and innovators?
It's unfortunate that our education system focuses on employment rather than being solution to the society. Yeah? So the main focus, I'll advise most of interested to be an entrepreneur to come up with a business, identify where the problem is. Identify where the problem is and come up with a solution for that problem. Second, you need to create passion. We say people who are in business that I'm very passionate about that, but entrepreneur, you create passion for the solution that you want to offer. I might not be passionate about this one, but the moment I identify there's a problem and I see that I have to offer a solution, so I have to create passion for the solution that I want to offer.
You mean that for yourself? Create your own passion? Or
exactly.
Wow.
You have to create your own passion for what you want to deliver to the market.
That's
discipline. Discipline both as a person and financial discipline, because being entrepreneur is not easy.
Yeah.
Most of the time we end up giving up. Most of the people end up, and statistics show that almost 70% of entrepreneurs, they give up.
Yeah.
Reason being, you don't plan. And you just venture into it because there's money and or you want to offer a solution and you think it will work out for you. So start small, discipline yourself, have a plan of how you want to start. Start from small, be willing to learn from other mentors.
Sure.
Do your research enough before you venture into the business.
Yes.
Control what you want to achieve and have goals, set goals. You can't just run randomly because I want to sell and I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Have goals. What do I want to achieve in the first 3 months, in the 6 months, 1 year, 2 years? Where do I want to be? So we don't rush as entrepreneurs. We take our good time to learn and to identify problems and to come up with a solution that will work out.
Great. That's deep advice, man. Good stuff.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I've been talking to Bonface here from jipendeafrica.org. Was it .org or .com? jipendeafrica.com. They've been telling us a bit about some of the products that they offer. They're made here in Africa, sourced here in Africa, and they're high quality products. Please do head over to the website and check them out for yourselves and grab yourselves a few. Tuachane kununua 5 liter ya mafuta na tusaidi. Some points you have to also just, think about investing in yourself. It's an important point you've made. And to all the entrepreneurs out there, I hope you've picked up a few tips from what he's spoken about. Well, that's going to be it for this first segment. Coming up next, we're going to turn our focus to, in fact, holiday spending. Speaking about that financial discipline, we're now going to talk about how to keep your holiday spending on a budget. Stay tuned. This is Full Circle with Joyce. I'll see you shortly.